Welcome back, operators. Syndicate sends its regards. So, we're back from our quick cut from episode 1, the first step in our saga of Visions of Mana. And the reason between that break, as I stated previously, is to try and create some level of separation between me playing the game and me running around the maps like an idiot, picking stuff up and smashing monsters. So that, you know, if you're not interested in watching the senseless collectathon, grindy whatever, you can punch over these episodes and go from live to live where we just progress the story. This is not going to be one of those. This is going to be one where I actively... Whoop. Joystick just drifted me backwards there. Where I try to avoid progressing the story. I will not move past into any further areas that will affect progress until we split up and go to a different stream. This stream is strictly going to be running through areas we've already been in, trying to find all the goodies, trying to gain a couple levels. You might also notice that I changed controllers. So I did do a little bit of digging on the Steam discussion boards, and the issue we were running into previously where the buttons were kind of hanging in menus, it does seem like there were multiple people having that. Still no real good determination on why or what. It was very inconsistent. A lot of the recommendations were just to switch controllers or to disable Steam controller support, since the mod support for these game is not great. I went through and I switched out a couple of my controls, and eventually this one, for whatever reason, seems to not do the thing. So I took a minute and remapped all my buttons and made it so that it feels natural to use. And yeah, we'll give it our best shot here. I wish I could place pins on the map, or like mark these things so that I could remember later, like there's a fire crystal here, when I'm able to have Salamando in my party. But, okay. So, what are we missing? There's, looks like 3 more treasure chests at least. And we're gonna have to run all the way around because... Okay, I guess we can make that jump. But for whatever reason, inside residential areas, or these town areas, whatever you want to call them, all of your mobility functions are taken away from you. You can't sprint, you can't double jump, you can't do anything. So you just kind of have to jog around at this lazy pace and try your best to get around to everything. So, oh, okay. For a second, I was like, if that's back down on the coastline, I'm going to be disappointed. But okay, we got a cookie, which, if I remember correctly, is a temporary consumable that boosts experience gain. Not sure I'm going to be using those until, like, that feels like an item which, and this might just be the RPG hoarding instinct in me talking, but that feels like an item that we'll hold on to until late game. And when we're in the final push, just trying to beat our face against leveling up, then we might start, you know, jamming some cookies in our mouth. Hopefully the volume for this episode is reasonable as well. I went back and kind of did a technical check on the prior episode, and it didn't seem terrible. You know, I'm a little quiet, but that's to be expected. Alright, lucre. Filthy lucre. Might as well just call it mammon. Hello. I don't want to talk to the bear. I don't want to help. Honestly, I didn't want to talk to you either. I was trying to jump. There's not that much fire. Can I switch into you? No, I can't. I was like, can I run around as you in the town? No. Have to be I almost said Randy again. Val. Have to be Val. Wait. I'm going the wrong way. It's up here. So far, I have to say, soundtrack is not terrible. Nothing has hit me quite as hard as some of the classic Secret of Mana tracks. But I have yet to stumble across any soundtrack that I thought was, like, offensive either. Okay, more candy. I think that's everything that I can immediately see. Is there a travel point? This will probably be faster. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind and start doing that a lot more, because trudging your way around the village with your abysmal movement speed is not super great. Oh, and it automatically gives me back who I was controlling before, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna stick with Karina. I'm sure she's supposed to be some sort of half-caster, but I am 100%, especially if there's other ways to get her more spears, I am going to try and build her into like a physical DPS. She's going to be my Dragoon. And the game's going to be like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. And too bad. Yokai! She rocks. Fuck. Alright, let's see what we're looking at. Something all the way down there on the coastline. And I remember there being... Oh, I can't, like, freely move my cursor. It's weird. But I remember, I think, around here somewhere, there was a sylphid crystal. So we'll drop down. And it appears that... Okay. So in order to initiate a sprint, you have to hold the button, but once you are sprinting, you can let go of the button and she'll keep sprinting. But you have to hold the button until after the dash. Because if you just push the button and go into the dash, you will not sprint afterwards. She'll just stop with that. I like that tail, that staff swing on the tail. Oh, I almost didn't see that up there. I wonder if you can even get to it without using whatever that Undine crystal does. Oops. The answer is yes. Yes, you can. There's that green crystal over there. So. Let me have... Wait, what? That's not wind? It's like you have two green off colors? Like, so there's that dryad then, maybe? Oh, I've been robbed. Okay. Let's go down the coastline here. Open. Life sigil. Max hit points 10%. Okay. That's not terrible. Does she have her own shortcuts? Because I'm just realizing that, like, as I go into this... Her moves are... Yeah, okay. I want to... Yeah. That was weird. It hung again for a second there. But it's behaving a lot better than the other one was, that's for sure. So, we won't complain too much. I was trying to use the ability there and it didn't go off. I wonder if I have to have a target locked in order to do it? Wouldn't make sense though. Okay. Got it. One. Oh. It's because the buttons on this are different from... Okay. That's actually extremely annoying. So because of the way that this is set up, X is actually... I thought I changed that. Alright, bear with me. Yeah, so I've changed. So it changed the way that that button behaves for everything, well, for my attacks and whatever, but it didn't change the way that I switched Y and X in the hotbar. So now, even though on her hotbar, or her shortcut menu or whatever, it says arrow rain is on X, it's actually on Y. So if I want this to be where I want it, I have to put it here and just remember that it's dumb. That's awesome. Whatever. You know, modern problems require modern solutions. Just don't think about it too hard. I wonder if those pots don't respawn? Or if the Nicolo coins aren't meant to be finite. Because I feel like I've been picking Nicolo coins up as like the glowing yellow drops hidden around the map. So to also pick them up from pots, which I thought were refreshable, makes me wonder. Okay, so this treasure chest, is it like hidden in there? In the ruins? In the ruins with the level 50 goblin nemesis that I didn't want to mess with? Let us go find out. Don't mind me. Okay, fire crystal. inside. It's got to be, so it's in behind whatever those pillars are down there. I don't know how you would open those. These guys, they are also very high level. So it's not even necessarily goblin nemesis. They're just, the goblins in here are just high level. And the treasure chest is behind this wall. Frickin' maw goblins, man. That just gave me like a PTSD from frickin' Secret of Mana. That mob, the maw goblin, is currently what it's what basically robbed me of 100%ing Secret of Mana. Because part of the achievement base is killing all enemies and completing the guide, of which requires, you know, having every enemy in the bestiary. So I failed 2 achievements when I finished the game. They were the only 2 I was missing, and it was because of the maw goblin. Because in Secret of Mana, so the maw goblin isn't a primary enemy. It's a spawnable that is spawned by goblins. So if you are actually like fighting effectively and killing the goblins and doing whatever, they don't have time to spawn them, or they rarely spawn them, whatever the case is. Apparently one never spawned, and I never killed one, never fought one, never saw one. And because of the way that Secret of Mana works, where as you seal off the mana seeds in each of the palaces, it basically despawns the area. I cleared the underground palace, you know, first thing, it's like the second thing you do in the game. And, with that being done, I was completely screwed with no opportunity or any way to ever find that mob ever again. And I didn't realize I had missed it until basically I was at the end of the game grinding the mana fortress for weapon orbs. And yep, just SOL. At some point, I might force myself to do another long grind playthrough just to, because I really wanted that 100%, just as a matter of course, right? So that even though I'm not very fond of the Secret of Mana remake, I think the 3D visuals that they tried to give it are actually quite ugly, and the sprite work for the original is much more charming. I would have much preferred that it was just a port of the traditional SNES graphics version. I think it looks better that way. But just you know, having Secret of Mana, which is one of my childhood favorites, available on my profile as 100%, I thought that would be fun. You know, just a nice little call out to have. And I was robbed, had it stripped away from me because of that one piece of shit enemy. I was not happy, but you know, what can you do? Alright, let's see. So that one right there, we're not going to be able to get because it's locked behind the ruins, and we're not going to pursue the ruins right now because the goblins are very tough. There's a Dryad vessel, but we can't do it because we don't have her relic or soul vessel or whatever. Come over here and look for a treasure chest. And it's up there on that ridge. Yep. That's not enough jumping space. That is also probably not enough jumping space. Did we try and do this before? I feel like maybe we did. And just couldn't. Okay. Got it. Yeah, it's just an upper elevation. Should be able to land on this. Yeah. What do we got? I actually love her voice cues. I know that might be obnoxious for some of you, but I find that endearing. Alright, there's some Kumamizu. I could have sworn that there were more Sylphid crystals than what we've run into, but perhaps not. There's definitely a handful of these dryad ones, though, which, I mean, assuming that's what these are. Crit, 20% crit. Oh, that's not light work, to be honest. I'm actually... Did we pick up another... No, we didn't. Now it's acting out again. Come on. Whatever. I was gonna see if we had another strength one, so that I could try and start leaning her in towards being a physical DPSer, but no rush. Alright, Needlebeak. Nice. That's a lot of... Lesser Elemental Ares. Elemental Ares team with the power of the elements. If you possess an elemental vessel corresponding to the element of the area, the spirits inside will present you with trials to complete. Okay. You will be rewarded handsomely should you succeed. Interesting. Aw, little Luminous. Hello. I don't have... Oh. You know what? Level 4, we could probably do that. Oh, speak of the devil. Let me equip that. Honestly, I'm going to equip it past Arrow Rain, because I'm not even using it, and I don't care. Especially considering, I was thinking about it, I didn't use my CS gauge at all during the Mantis Ant boss fight. I keep forgetting that that mechanic is even there. So we'll go ahead and just blow it now. That did not seem like nearly as much damage as Randy was doing, but... Or Val. Oh. I tried to race it, and we died for it. We were greedy and we died. Classic. Well, let us see how bad that hurts. I don't know where the last autosave would be. Lesson learned. Oof. That's a big yikes. Okay, well. Oh god, that hurts. Yeah, we messed that one up, guys. That's my bad. I was really hoping we could power through that last hit there, but there's too much of a flinch on it. Flinch locked me to death. I paid the price for my hubris. The issue is, I can barely even remember what we ran around and picked up. Because the only things that are marked loosely are the treasure chests. Ugh, that was bad. I apologize. Oh, no. Oh, come on. I really can't tell if it's just like a mental thing or if she's actually faster than Randy. There's something about her control that feels like she runs faster and jumps better than Randy, or goddamn, than Val. Like if I'm sprinting with her and we're going and I go into a jump, right? Like that double jump looks and feels like we're carrying momentum 10 times better than, like if I do the same thing with Val, and maybe I'm just crazy. Sprint seems the same. Yeah, okay. See, maybe I'm on acid. I don't know what to tell you guys. But there are just times where, man, his jump feels so floaty and heavy. I wonder if it changed because we gave him the wind class. Do you think that could be? I mean, now I'm going full schizo and like leaning into this, right? But like, could it be because her base element is wind, and now he's also wind, and something about it makes them run and jump better? Probably not. That sounds like too much of a stretch, but. Alright, so there's the Nicola coin. The Neko shop. And the goblin chest that we can't get into because it's stuck. I wonder if we can just navigate around the top side of the ruins to make a little shortcut here. don't want to go into the ruins. Yeah. Alright, now I gotta find that bridge that we went over before, that apparently I'd never used. I think it was further up, wasn't it? That away somewhere. It's weird what... Sometimes they like, see, she doesn't just run over that. There's some small ledges that it seems like they should just path over without having to jump, but they don't. And then... other times they just run right past. Oh dear. Oh, there's that Valor fly. Why not? Not like the rabbits are gonna pose a problem. I kinda wish... There you go. Oh, and that's right. This one was all the way up there. We would have had a better time, I think, just running around the heights here. What is that? The one that's just in the middle of the road. Is it on that tip of that rock or something? Oh no, it's a... Is that Sylphid though? Whoop, my bad. Where am I supposed to take that? Okay, alright. Very well then. Let me see anything interesting. Or is it just a quick jump? Okay. There's the bridge. Here's the death flower. We will go hit ourselves against the death flower once again. Skip this. Not that it's not cute, but like... Alright. Oh, did that get me? It did. Uh-oh. Randy, are you gonna die? No, please don't. If you die and I have to blow a couple wishes on you, I'm going to be very put out. Does the poison not just go away? Okay, eat the herb, whatever. Cups of wishes are too expensive. Oh, wait, shit. I was supposed to go across that bridge where all the eggs were. Whatever. I got distracted by the shiny. We'll go back. Shouldn't be that hard to get to by running up this way. I should probably spend some of Serena's elemental points. I kind of held off because wind build for her didn't seem that like something I'm interested in. Which is funny because she's the wind character. I'm not very interested in changing her weapon away from the spear, is the problem. And giving her the wind class made it look like she was going to get Tessin, basically. Yeah. Not a huge fan of that. Create a tornado. Cover 10% hit point when afflicted by status effects. Okay. Use the power of the wind to decrease defense. Instantly removes any status effect or stat decreases. Recovers 5 magic points when taking damage from an enemy attack. That's not bad at all. Grants a 10% chance of recovering 10% hit points when taking damage. Interesting. Instantly removes any status effect or stat decreases from an ally. So is that something you have to use? Is that like a spell or is that a passive? Because that's if that's a passive that just flat out makes everybody immune to stats and debuffs, that's kind of disgusting. Grants entire party a 30% chance of recovering 5% hit points when Karina attacks an enemy afflicted with a status effect or stat decrease. Huh. I mean, those sound good. But it's hard. I'm hesitant to like make decisions when I don't have all the like I can't see all the classes, and I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that you can get enough elemental points to max out everything, maybe. But like, if you can't, and your choices matter, then I don't necessarily want to just start blowing points. Unless there's a way to reset. Ugh. But yeah. Let's run up here and grab that crit seed. Okay. I think there was some grizzly bear syrup over here. Nicolo coin. I'm surprised we haven't met him yet. He's usually one of the first merchants you kind of run into. This is the one that's up here around this corner. Yeah, I really wish that, like, once you... Even if they didn't immediately highlight on the map, maybe, like, once you saw these, or drew close to them, right, that they would gain a map marker. It bothers me that they don't. And that you're expected to kind of run around blind and come back and find all those. That seems kind of dumb. Contrived. There's not a good reason I can think of for them to not mark themselves on the map once you discover them. No? Okay. Some bear syrup. Can I get up there? Yes. There we go. I was like, I have stood on worse ledges. There's no way. But that's not doable. Alright, so this is underneath here. Somehow. Is it a spirit, maybe? Instead of a treasure chest? Yep, it is. Can I just gust myself up? Okay. You don't have to throw me that far. Good lord. Okay. Until... Oh, she didn't roll when she landed. She just took it like a boss. It's got knees of steel. That dragonkin blood, you know. It's for the dragoon jumping. What direction can I come at that from? Right. Oh, I thought it wasn't going to give it to me for a second. Alright. Okay. I think that is the majority of our random business for this map. At least as far as I can immediately discern. So, we'll proceed to the airplanes or the airy whatever. And we will save, because we have learned what it is like to get our shit pushed in and lose progress. What is that? It's a pretty interesting
風の精霊の息吹をいっぱいに感じるね。不思議、旅の中であの塔のことも知りたいな。
Oh, would you look at that? There's a boss. What level is he? Hello, what level are you? Ooh, okay. We will come back to you. Pretty sure we could hash that out, but since we're going to be running around anyway, might as well come back to him more towards the end, when we might have another level or two. That's spirits, isn't it? Yep. So that we can gust ourselves through these bare waters. I didn't even see that rabbi. It's bit me in my face. There's a lot of chests on this, or a lot of usable blue points. New spear, nope. Berry acorn. Bunch of pots. Oh, it's a trial that we can actually do. Okay. Well. Attempt the lesser elemental area. Defeat all the enemies inside before the time runs out to complete the challenge. You will not receive experience or lucre for defeating enemies. Got it. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see how bad this is. Where'd you go? Randy, you're making it kind of hard for me to hit things when you throw them up in the air like that. Oh god. Fuck. Oh god. That thing fucking gave me the business. Oh, and these are actually Marmaboos and not whatever that other stupid... The Teslas. Failure. Alright. Yeah, we're not ready. Harpy added. That, or I need to go charge my CS gauge before we start that fight so that we can just immediately at one point use a burst. Because with all those enemies being wind, I have to imagine that using Thunder Saber won't be very helpful. I guess we could teach Randy Fire Saber, since for whatever reason Fire Saber is also accessible under the Sylphid tree. It's just candy. We don't want that. We don't want that. I need to figure out where to make seeds out of those crystals. Should we? Should we go in on it? Maybe we do. Maybe we just go save it real quick and then go in on the mushroom. See what we can actually do. Because the experience gains we're seeing from this region, not that impressive. I mean, granted, they're much lower level than us, so I'm sure there's a curve that is in effect. Somebody got put to sleep. Was it me? Did he do a big spore cloud? Oh, Christ. Randy, get out. We gotta do something about that. That was... I wonder if she'll come alive if I just kill it. Without blowing a couple wishes, but... I also don't want to risk the idea that she doesn't get experience because she's not alive when it dies, because that would also suck. That is, I don't like that when your character that you're controlling gets KO'd, it doesn't just switch you to your to the other character. Like I have to, when I either, if I'm Randy, or that's gonna take me forever to stop saying. If I'm Val and I get KO'd, it doesn't automatically switch me to Karina, or vice versa. Which, I mean, it's not like a huge problem, but it doesn't make sense to me why it wouldn't immediately pass control to like the next living character. Is it above? Bunnies. That's actually death. Yeah. Oh, and there's a meridian over here. Just like the edge of the map? Okay. Very well, then. There's a lot of collectibles here. And some rabbits. Spirit. Okay. Like a whole area that I just never came to before? Oh, nice. There we go. That's better. Equip, please. Gosh dang. It's so temperamental. Like, sometimes it has no issues. Oh, that is a metric shitload of... Oh. Yeah, no thanks. It's the guard contingent saying, hey, you're not supposed to be in this area. Like, that's what that is. Oh, God. Big puppies. Okay. So, the question is, between big puppies and whatever else, how am I supposed to... Oh. Well, we'll assume that part is not meant to be accessed until later, then. Even though it seems like with the way that combat works in this game, if I really wanted to make a go of it, I feel like I could just juke those monsters and run my way in and through, probably. But I'm not going to do that. This environment is pretty, though. So far, I am a fan of the way that everything looks. Some of the map traversal is kind of annoying mechanically right now, but I do think that the majority of the environments have been, like, aesthetically pleasing. They're nice to look at. They've got a fun kind of wanderlust feel to them. They fuel the mana vibe. Give them a pass. Okay, well that might be most of the Wind Valley knocked out. At least as far as what is within our power to do. I'd like to get some more levels under our belt. But leveling actually seems to be moving pretty slow. Let's take a look. Okay, so back over there, there's... So we'll warp... Yeah, because that one's the one that we're thinking we can't get to without going through the runes. So we'll come back over here. Ah. Uh-oh. I didn't jump good enough. So it said something, the tooltip originally said something about pressing the button when your character flashes. I can't tell if that's like that very first bit when the sprites animate themselves, or if I'm just going to sit here for a second. Ah. That's what it is. So you actually have to let yourself fall down, and then it's not necessarily the flash, it's that light of... Just had to be a little bit more patient, if that makes sense. And it's also good to know that it won't just drop you, because I kept pressing the button quickly because I was nervous that if I just hung there in the gale, I would like fail the jump or get dropped out of it and just fall. Which does not seem to be the case. It seems like you kind of hold there and hover up and down until you activate the jump. So that's good to know. Okay, so that maybe what I was complaining about before doesn't matter. Because this wind crystal was marked on our map. So maybe the things that you can actually interact with get those blue pulse marks on them once they're interactable. So we'll have to see if later on, when we get more artifacts that let us interact with more of the elemental spirits, if then their stones light up. Because that wouldn't be so bad. And if, you know, trying to not ping them all at once is just reducing visual clutter. Does anybody here have any more quests? Oh, somebody has a quest that we can turn in. Of course, they're all the way over there. Alright. Let's go for a jog through the lovely Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind town here. Grass is kind of ruining my... Just trying to look up at the... It does kind of have that vibe, doesn't it? Like, I mean, it's probably just Wind Valley in general, but like... it wouldn't seem out of place if a warship with poisonous roly-polies on it came crashing through the ravine right there. Ooh, healing light. I do like healing spells. If I had another character that I was actually using as more of a support, I would probably equip that. Okay, well, I'm curious now. I'm just gonna unlock this because I want to see what plot expansion items. Okay, Soulguard tonic is what it takes. Does it take the same thing for her? Nope, she has some sort of special individual item that lets her break through. Okay. Now that's all the more reason, I guess, that I don't... I'm hesitant to, like, start burning resources on things without a grasp of a long-term build path. So we might be sleeping, you know, we might be gimping ourselves by kind of sleeping on power right now. But it is what it is. Hey there, wuss. You want to talk to me now? About how you're lame? Okay, well, way to redeem yourself, I guess. Good luck. Oh, now that's another thing. Now that I'm actually wielding a two-handed sword, maybe I can spend my money on this thing. Is it better? I think it is. Yeah, it raises both attack and magic attack. It looks... I don't like the way it looks, though. Like the... We're going to... stick with the Zweihander. That hooked, like, beak-like pommel is ugly. And the hilt is not terrible, but the curve at the... like, again, the curvature at the very end of the blade is too dramatic for my taste, too. If it was more of, like, a Tonto point, or even, like a drop edge, it would be a little bit better, but it almost hooks. And that's just not appealing. Not practical. Alright, so there's still that chest up there that I'm not 100% certain how to get to. Ugh. Is there like a Undine thing somewhere in here? Seems like it's almost something that you wouldn't be able to do without some sort of boost. But I don't see anything. Like, I don't see any little undines floating around. I don't see any other elementals. It does make me wonder if you're literally supposed to just jump that shit. There's no way. What am I to do? So we already, earlier, we attempted to run around here and see if there was a way to, like, cheese this, right? I swear at one point I did successfully land up there. But now I can't, for the life of me, I can't. You could, like, stand on this tree. Come on. No. Yeah, that one might remain untouched for now, because if it's just a matter of raw jumping, I just don't have the skill, I don't think, to make it there. Unless you can run off the edge of this. And then, no. So that, because that counts as your double jump. Because even if I was better and I managed to time it, like, right at the edge, I don't think it's enough to buy me that gap. By the amount that I'm missing. I'll give it one more honest try here, and then... We'll leave that one alone for now. I'm not sure what there is to it other than just get good, but on the off chance that there is something else to it other than being better, I'm not going to sit here and waste a ton of time trying to do something that is undoable. I wonder... Because there is, like, this slight edge. Nah. Let's say, because there is an edge that... a dark edge that goes all the way around, right? But... that seems inaccessible. Alright. I've not figured out how to deal more damage to those lime slimes. While we're here, we're going to pick fights with all these guys, because they're slightly higher level and hopefully worth slightly better experience. What am I not seeing here? Underneath, maybe? Yep, okay. Kind of reminds me of... Oh, goodness. Forget the name of the mountain from Rune Factory. Was it Gigant? Just Gigant Mountain? That's another game that I quite liked the original of. There's like 5 or 6 of them now, and I have to say that none of the ones after the first one have held up to the vibe for me. I really enjoyed the original Rune Factory, and most of the ones after it, I won't say they're bad, but I won't say they're good either. I think the closest one that I came to having an okay time with after that was like 4. And even then, I think it's just a difference, like, in NPCs, too. Especially because they expanded the system to where it's not only, like, classic Harvest Moon, you can court and marry someone, it's also got, like, a companion system where they come with you into dungeons and do different stuff like that. And it was just, like, not very many of the NPC companions were that compelling. In 4, I remember I liked the fairy and the knight, I believe. And a lot of the others were kind of meh. Get him, Val. Hina, could you cure my poison? That'd be really cool. No? Alright. We'll just deal with it. We'll see if... Okay, it is going to fade. Lasts a good amount of time, but it does fade on its own. Run all the way out here to the tip of the ice. Neko coin, maybe? Yep. That would be it. What is this? Just a windmill? Ice Smash. Throws an ice shard, deals water damage, chance of freezing. Okay, alright. I'll take it. I ain't above it. Please. Another cookie. Maybe I should start burning those. Maybe you're meant to be burning those, considering how little experience you seem to get. There we go, and since we know what we're doing now, we actually timed that well enough to get the bonus. Let's save it. Just because it's been a minute, and yeah. As we have witnessed, I am not too good to be killed. Mantis Ant, you want to come out for round 2? No? No, we're not going to. I was severely tempted just then to draw something in the snow, and we're not gonna channel our inner Gura right now. We will resist. Alright. This actually, I think, was where... Where's the map? Yeah, this is where we stopped in terms of progress. So I don't want to accidentally proc a story cutscene in a grind episode, so We're gonna be careful to stay away from that star. We will run around a little bit, fight some stuff, grab some treasure chests. Okay, so there's no way to aim those either. Those gust points, your destination is preset. It's just a matter of whether you time it or not. And it shoots you off to wherever the hell it's going to shoot you. Oh, wait. Wait. There's a thing over here, yes. Ah, fans. Unfortunately for you, game, I'm not using those. Though, I mean, realistically, it might be unfortunate for me, because I'm sure she's, to some degree, meant to be using those, and probably is good with them, but... I'm feeling like being contrary and difficult right now, so I'm not just going to give in and let the Wind Girl be Wind, because that would just make too much sense. Nobody wants to just let the Wind Girl be Wind. Especially not while we're out here defying the will of the mana tree anyway. Find some bullshit circumventative way to, like, completely avoid sacrificing anybody to the tree. Because Hina's gonna be like, I don't wanna lose my personality or whatever, and it's all gonna go to shit. Oh, that's where the star is. Let's be careful. Fuck. No? I wonder if that's makeable from here, or if I need to, I think it would be if I could make her sprint, but sprinting doesn't work very well. There, maybe? Oh, evil swords, man. It's not an enemy I expected to see this early on. It is fun to see all the classic... Oh my goodness. What? Like that, maybe? I'm gonna go down, though. Manice? I think you can do this. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I don't want any good robots, please. I don't know how aggressive aggro is in this game, but I don't want to tempt fate right now. Okay, so we're gonna try maneuvering up that way, I guess. That right there looks like it's way too high to be reached. So... Oh no. There's the invisible barrier, potentially. That whole whoosh thing makes it look like potentially wind could be involved, but... What are you doing? What? No, stay away from there. Do not engage the bad bads. We're gonna avoid that. Very much. But yeah, so there's no... Unless, like, killing those things unlocks a... elemental point that I am not seeing. Or unless there's one hidden in this fire pot. Strange. Well, we'll just assume that that's something we can't do right now without killing the monsters, and killing the monsters is not something we're going to do. Damn it. Come on, come on. Keep your... I need to, like, keep the momentum so that when I land up there, she's still sprinting. God, it's so close. She's, like, just a fraction away from going over the lip. Whatever. We're not going to stress it for a couple pieces of nothing. We're not that hard up for grizzly syrup, you know? Pretty sure everyone's cold. None of you are dressed for this. Oh, Hina is like a fire olm, isn't she? I wonder if she's just like perpetually... She's got the inner fire, you know, unaffected by the cold. Honey. You would think, though, that the Dragon Girl would have some level of innate resistance, too. Like... Is that... Hagen? Okay. Oh, that's a big thing. What is this? Fortune flies. Twinkling green butterflies. Interacting with a fortune fly doubles the amount of lucre you acquire from battles. Got it. So it's the same thing as the Valor fly, but with money. I'm not super concerned with money right now, either. I don't... Yeah. Maybe we'll wait on that. Okay. It would seem that the only way to go from here is forward, which is not what I want to do. And it also seems that the monsters are not respawning. So do the enemies, the mobs only respawn if you leave an area and come back? I swear it felt like on the wind, like on the other map, the mobs were respawning. This one felt pretty empty there. Maybe it's just a small enough area we were covering that they didn't have time if they were on a timer. I'm trying to remember if howlers were this color. I don't think they were. I think howlers in the original were blue. Rabites look expectedly the same, though. Yeah. Blood owls basically look the same, except they're smaller. Their original sprites made them look huge. Comparative to your characters. Is that another money fly? Hello? Money fly? Okay. We need to find a shop that actually sells those. I need to stock those way more than I need to stock candies. Like, heals are nice, but status effect purge is definitely more crucial. Especially when we have Hina kind of just heal botting for us. felt like there were more mob groups. Because, like, down there, there's just that level 9 Nemesis boss, which might be a bit much. I don't know. We haven't fought one at equal level to us before. I want to compare, actually, stats. Yeah, see, Val... That's just a lot. Well, his magic attack is higher, too, though. Not just his attack. All of his stats are significantly higher. Oh, well, I shouldn't say all. Both of his attack stats. Strength. She's got way better luck. But luck was bound to range attacks, wasn't it? If I remember what it said in the beginning. But we don't really have a good range option for her, because I don't think those fans count as range either. Even if we switched her class, pretty sure fans, they look like melee. So, I don't know what to do about that. And just, I'm being stubborn, because fundamentally I really like the spear. If I was going to be min-max effectiveness right now, I feel like I would continue to control Val actively. Switch her into whatever her wind class is, and turn her into like a healer buffer, using that heal seed that we just picked up, and the natural abilities she could get from putting elemental points into Sylphid's wind tree. And that would probably be the most bang for our buck right now in terms of raw power, but I'm not going to do that because I am stubborn and dumb. So we're going to continue to play at a level of gimped effectiveness because I want to control the spear girl. And that just is what it is. So, alright. Well, this was a much shorter runaround session than I expected. You almost couldn't even call it grinding, considering how few enemies we actually fought. It was more like map exploration, honestly. But I think we're up against a point now where it's time to proceed forward. So we'll probably have to cut this and jump back into another stream. But that's fine, because that'll give me a minute to take a quick breather, get all my stuff in order, go pay attention to the kittens, because they've been giving me grief. I want to see, though, I haven't been paying attention how much experience we get from the resolution of these fights. 85? Okay, 85, and we need like 3,000. Sheesh. That's pretty steep. And even those cookies, I think, that we have, they say they increase it by like 10%. Meaning what, we'd get like 90-something experience? Not that much of a significant boost there, considering the amount that we need to hit a level. Let me look. Yeah, 10%. That's oof. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save every little bit counts on those. Forgot that we had these already. Even more power that we're just camping on, because I'm afraid to use anything until I meet the rest of the cast and know who I there's a part of me that's tempted to dump everything into Karina right now, because she's kind of won me over. She is a little bit of a brat, but like, I like her design. Little one-winged dragon spearman, or spearwoman. But okay. Well, thanks for hanging out. Wasn't really being named a grind episode. I feel like we did a surprisingly small amount of grinding. It was more of a collectathon episode, but we've done what we came to do, and now we're going to back out and progress with the main plot line. So I will see all of you soon. Take care of yourselves. And I will come back once, once my animals are happy. The kittens are begging for attention. They're just bored. They're trying to attack my microphone between last stream and then this stream. So I'm gonna go wear them out a little bit with the feather wand and the laser pointer. And then we will return for another... I can probably get in another 4 or 5 hours before I have to call it quits and get myself prepped for work. Because I'll be back on duty for the next couple of days. So, with that being what it is, good night for now, and I will see you soon.